Thank you, Katerina, for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start with what business you own and how long you've been in the Naples area.
Yeah, I'm the founder of Katerina Styles, and I've been in the area for 7 years. So
Katerina Styles, what does your business focus on? What do you guys do?
We're a fashion consulting agency, and we help with you to get dressed and with your clothes, your closet, for your everyday life, or it could be for an event, like whatever you need for fashion wise that's what we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So consulting agency.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's for everybody.
For everybody.
Men, women, all shapes, sizes.
Right. And you guys, how long have you been in business for?
For 6 years now.
6 years?
Yeah. Like right when I came to Florida, that's when I really that's what I want to do. Like that's what I went to school for. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do it, you know, because I have to do everything myself, which I do.
Right.
Yeah. In fashion. Because I never went to like New York. I never, there's not a lot of fashion stylist jobs out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
how did you, let's backtrack a little bit. Where did the interest come from to be in fashion, and then what steps did you take to, pursue it?
All my life, that's just like what I liked.
Okay.
So outfits, like before social media 20 years ago, that's what my life was. Outfits, clothes, like accessories, like accessorizing. And so that's what I went to school to college. I'm like, what else would I go to school for? Fashion. So that's what I always wanted to do. Like I would see on the news, like where they have a fashion segment. I'm like, oh my God, that's what I want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What school did you go to?
To Chicago University.
Okay, great. And you studied fashion.
Yeah.
And then
fashion merchandising management. Okay. Yeah.
What did you do? Kind of take us.
I didn't know that was a career.
I was kind of more curious about exactly what you studied in college.
Yeah, just like fashion history, different fabrics, basic courses like even English, math too, but it was just like fashion studies.
Do they have a lot of fashion studies in college?
Yeah, there's a lot. If you look it up, you'll find a lot. So, you'll be surprised.
So in college, do they based in some type of fashion, because fashion is always changing. So how is it?
Wait, what did you say?
Is fashion always changing?
Yeah.
Right.
And it always comes back. It's just like a cycle.
Right.
Stuff is more popular than others. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how does that get taught in school?
Well, you just teach all. You go by years, like dates, like periods, and you read up on it. That's how it's taught.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are still studying, basically.
Because
keep up.
Exactly. I'm always learning something every day.
Yeah.
Is there a certain place where you will look up fashion more than?
There's not like a certain place, because sites I follow, like stuff like that. But there's a lot of them. I still like one particular one. So,
what influences?
Yeah, it could be magazines. I love reading magazines.
Okay.
Yeah, so I always read magazines.
Yeah.
Vogue, Elle, W, all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
What fashion style attracts you the most, or what do you? Let's say somebody wants your services, right? Is it more? It's more geared towards that individual. How does that look?
Yeah, they tell me what they're looking for. Like for example, my client told me they needed help with their wardrobe. They were going to Europe, so they wanted help to shop for their Europe trip and then to integrate their clothing back in their wardrobe in Florida. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's basically whatever you need, I can help. Because, I deal with all types of styles because everyone has a different style.
Yeah.
So, and that's
do you go to people's houses and
yeah,
see their
if they want need to do that, that's a service.
Okay.
Like where I can go and like go through your wardrobe, tell you what you need, like fill in gaps or like organize it even. Just they tell me what they need. That's so
That's interesting.
yeah.
What's the most common service right now in your business?
I would say, well, I opened a new service, which was like renting out personal archive. So my collection, so that has had a lot of interest. And then going shopping in person and in closets have all been, you know,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool. And what's some hurdles that you've seen with the business? Or
Well,
just business in general? Have you come along some like some difficulties?
it's just hard when you like know you have the potential and then you know you just do whatever it takes. That's all I can say. You know, like
Right.
you know you have what it takes and like yeah, just keep trying. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has your business of
'Cause-
6 years been here in Naples or from Chicago?
No, it's all over. It's not just Florida, actually. It's like I've done all over Florida, Chicago, like, you know, like all over the world. Like, because now I do like even virtual styling. It could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, so like anywhere that I'm around, that's what I want to do. Like, give whatever I can fashion wise, like anywhere I can. That makes sense.
So basically everything is virtual. Because you don't
Virtual
have like
or in person if it's in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you travel.
Yeah, I'll travel anywhere for fashion.
Is social media a big thing for your business right now?
Well, yeah, because you always have to. A lot of people have found me through the internet. Yeah. So, like, you always have to, like, stay on top of your business and your social media page,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
Is it just you in the business or you have employees?
Yeah, just me. And, like, my mom helps me if I need her. She's like, my assistant.
Okay.
Yeah. She's helped me many times.
Well, she's
Yeah, because like every year we've grown, and that's like what we want to just keep doing, grow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
so for yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, for example, for someone that wants to get into the fashion business, like what is the one thing you will say it's not the hardest thing to learn, but something that you really need to learn in order to be able to move forward?
I would just say my advice is like really be interested in what you're doing, because like as long as you're interested and you want to do that, like that's what I think matters the most, because then you'll find a way somehow.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you have a business that is not performing, for example, right? How would you for someone that wants to get into the business, how would you tell someone, okay, well, this is what you have to do, because because it's a merchandise business and it's a tough business, right, to get out there, right?
Everything's tough.
And like, for example, what would be the first step?
I would say just reach out and like be connected, like keep connections and always reach out. Like that's important.
Yeah, like networking a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And is it like all, like dress or like shoes, everything?
Yeah, everything. If you want to go like just shoe shopping, like that's what we go shopping for. And I'd give my advice, tell you what looks good, stuff like that.
Okay.
And ultimately, it's the client that decides, because it's their money and so forth.
Right. But you're there always telling
Yeah.
them, okay, well,
What's your-
I feel like when they tell me we're gonna go in shopping, I decide the stores based off. I have a consultation that I give beforehand, so that's how I decide. Like, so like if we go in shopping, let's say, I'll go even an hour ahead and have like the outfits picked out and hanging up in the dressing room. So it's like all easy.
That's
yeah.
so
You can go shopping with them.
Yeah. Like my
interesting.
one client said he felt like he was in the movie Pretty Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is so cute.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And what's your basic charges? Like, how much would you charge someone to go shopping with them?
There's
Do you charge by hour or it's a
yeah,
single
it's
rate?
really kind of like an hour, which is. Do I name a price?
If
name-
you're
I mean,
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I guess it varies, right?
Yeah, it varies, but I it's like based on other stylists. You know, it's not like not comparable. Yeah, and I also keep in mind like everyone's budget. I would keep that because like I work with all budgets.
Okay. All right.
Because I don't want to be like, oh, I can't work with you, because that's what I like doing. It doesn't matter who it is, you know? Yeah.
So you work with your clients' budgets. So
Yeah.
basically, okay.
We work with a budget. I always ask them,
Okay.
you know, what's your budget?
That's great.
I mean, it's smart to have the outfits picked out beforehand, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
It avoids like
And that's
them
where
picking something out
sorry.
that you don't like, right?
that's where my talent shows, where me picking out their outfits, you
Yeah.
know, in person.
Right.
Has it ever happened that they don't like nothing you picked?
Not really, because like they always see, like they're always so happy. Like I just like try to make them, you know, feel happy, better version of themselves. That's all. Yeah. That's what I want you to feel like you're the best dressed person in the room.
Because in the design world, it's a little bit tough because we all have like a different view on how people.
That's true.
Like, whatever I
Yeah.
like, you might not like. Whatever, right? So,
Yeah, but you just keep true to yourself. Like in the end, you like feel good in what you're wearing, and it, you know, it'll show. Like you'll see. Like that's what my experience with all my clients. Yeah.
Have you ever dressed someone that you're like, you look at her and you're like, okay, well, she looks stunning, but then that person is like, oh, I don't like what I'm wearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. Design.
Right, because it's one of those. It's tricky. It's a tricky business, just like design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, like when it comes to like colors, patterns, things like that, I think
But
it's
the point of someone reaching out to someone like you, I'm sure, is to like push their comfort
Yeah,
zone.
and that's what I
wanna
try to
see
do.
outfits that they probably would never put together themselves, type of thing.
Exactly. That's what I try to have pieces that will, you know, 2, 3 that will push them out of their comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you for this type of business, do you need a lot of cash to start the business?
No.
No, it's like you can start from
Yeah.
nothing.
Because it's consulting, right?
Yeah, it's what I do is fashion consulting.
Right.
Yeah, you don't sell anything. You don't sell clothes.
Well, I do because I have Sugar Sequin Vintage. It's my online store. So, because I collect clothing. So, and it's like for special finds and my jewelry line, because I make jewelry too. Yeah, and it's like all made from vintage pieces, or I'll like repurpose pieces. Yeah, so I'll sell them through there. Because like if I'm not doing fashion styling, then I'm working on my store. I'm always doing
something with
yeah.
fashion.
Yeah, that's great.
Is there are you part of any shows here in Naples? Is there a lot of shows here?
What kind of shows?
Like for example, there was wasn't there like a walk
Fashion
like
week.
a fashion
I've done like vintage shows and vintage markets, and I've been to some fashion events, but I haven't done actual fashion shows. But I want to do that.
How difficult do you think it is to like? Because you mentioned networking, right? So, and I'm assuming that in that type of like in that industry, it's a lot of connections.
Yeah, it's just
like probably like a close, like
you just have to market yourself, I think, and then if it happens, it happens. Yeah.
And you travel a lot for events.
If I have to travel, I will. Like I'll go to Greece for fashion. You know?
Oh yeah.
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 I'll go to anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What's the furthest you've gone for like a client?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is that a client from Chicago or like from here in Naples?
Well, they're in Chicago based.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they find you how?
They knew me,
Oh, okay.
and then yeah. So they always like usually when you work with the sales, want to keep working with them. You don't, leave them. So it doesn't matter.
Referrals.
Oh yeah, or word by mouth. That's how I get a lot of my business. Like so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for 6 years?
Yeah, officially, but like I've always been like.
Right.
Cause like my parents had restaurants growing up, so I like helped them out there, and I interior decorated their restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause like I come from design anyways, and I did visual merchandising too.
Okay.
I like all that kind of stuff. Before I started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in Chicago, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the business has been around for 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what made you move from Chicago to Naples?
Just the weather and business, because my parents had a restaurant business.
Okay.
What about COVID? Did COVID affect your business?
I think we do a lot of online work, so we're lucky that way, and we only came out stronger.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and we're just gonna keep getting stronger. That's the plan.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. What is the future goals for your business?
We want to keep working with Vogue. We want to keep working with all the magazines, LW magazine, all fashion magazines here in Florida, like in Greece, Inside Edition. I'd love to be like a fashion correspondent.
So you've worked. You've been in Vogue.
Yes, I have been.
Nice.
A couple features I've had actually.
Really?
Yeah.
What year?
I had one. It was like February of 21, and then October of last year was my latest one. I was in Best Fashion Instagrams of the Week. Yeah.
How did that opportunity come? Like the Vogue opportunity? Did they reach out, or do you?
What happened is from an online store that I was shopping at, and I saw an article of hers, and I saw the writer, and so I followed her because I liked like everything she was posting about, and then I saw a Juicy Couture post, and I commented, "Oh my gosh, I love this! I like you have all the original designers, and I'm a rare Juicy Couture collector." And she's like, was interested because I told her I collect these pieces, and she's like, "How many pieces do you think you have?" "Oh, we want to write a story about you, so about your Juicy collection, too." And I've been doing it for 20 years. It's not like.
How many pieces do you have?
Oh, well, it's grown since article, because that's just like what happens, and it was like wasn't planned out.
Yeah.
So when we did that article, we had 350 plus pieces, so it's grown.
What
do you do with all this stuff?
I rent them out. I use them for photo shoots. I wear them.
Is it just like a huge closet?
Yeah. But that's like my whole entire life, basically.
Yeah, of course.
I love Juicy Couture.
See?
Did they get involved like in like sponsoring or actually sponsoring you or no? Like Juicy Couture?
Juicy.
Well,
they should, but because we're the perfect person for that. But Emmy Jake actually rented out our pieces for a big collab they had with Juicy Couture. Okay. So that's like the same thing, kind of like, because they used all our pieces that are so hard and beautiful and rare and hard to find, because you can't hardly find them anymore. And in that kind of like collection that I had, because everyone's collection is different. So yeah.
Is that your favorite brand?
No, it's on the top list, but I'm in fashion. I like, different designers too,
What's your favorite right now?
I like, I always love Juicy. I love Chanel, Dior. I love contemporary designers too. Right. But I'm big into vintage fashion, and I love Moschino too. Yeah.
Moschino, I don't know.
Moschino Couture.
There's a lot of them, right?
Yeah,
it's a very
lot.
Interesting world.
Yeah.
When you walk around and you see people, do you see everything like based on design? You know, like, oh, she's
Like
wearing
when you
that.
meet someone, do you notice their outfit before you really meet them?
Absolutely.
Like,
Oh my
focus on what they're
god.
wearing.
Yeah, that's all I do. But yeah.
What would you rate my outfit?
Well, I mean, no, you're perfect for what you're doing. Yeah, that's what you're doing. So that's good. There is fashion police though.
Work. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you a fashion police?
Yeah, absolutely.
But you wouldn't go to somewhere and be like, oh,
No, never, because I like to appreciate seeing like how people decided to wear something and just, you know what I mean? I appreciate different styles.
Is there a science behind how what people wear or what people how people like to go out?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about that new? Not to cut you off, but what do you think about that new like style with older men? That the style of like not dressing up anymore. It's more just like regular shirt.
Well, I love like a
big baby.
I love like a plain colored t-shirt and like jeans for guys, you know? You don't have to dress up. Yeah.
So do you prefer that over like
I mean, and nice shoes, you know, cute shoes.
Right. So that over suit and tie?
Well, I like both. You have to have options, you know?
Limit it.
Yeah, don't limit yourself.
Right. Don't limit me.
Yeah. I guess it comes down to like preference, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Plays a major role.
Yeah. And also like your personality, right? I would say that's a big part of how you dress. I guess, right?
I think so.
I'm not a big suit and tie person.
No, that's okay.
But
you don't have to be
wearing a blazer.
Oh, that's good. That's a good option. Yeah. For
just
you.
Regular black shirt and a blazer.
Yeah, and then you're all dressed up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good to go.
Yeah. It's like a cheat code around the suit and tie.
Yeah.
I think.
I love that for men. Yeah, I love styling men too. Because a lot of people think, oh, you just style women. No, I style a lot of men, like equally to women.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And who's easier?
They're not. There's not one easier than the other. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have clients where you had to push them, you know, but in the end, they see, because they get like input from their friends when they wear them out, and you know, their friends tell them, and they're like, I would have never picked the clothes without you. My friends and family loved it, you know.
That's great feedback.
I like more.
Yeah, I've only ever had good feedback, because that's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I like more of the old school, like the collar shirt, the dress shirts, suit, a jacket.
Yeah.
You know, but like I said, it all comes down to preference. And also, you know what? Now that I'm thinking,
he's getting it.
Because I think you also like there's body types, right?
Yes.
And that's real.
And a lot of people think they're a body type that they're not.
That's real.
I mean, like I know, like if I have big thighs, like I'm not gonna tight myself.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So
skinny jeans.
like
You're not gonna wear skinny.
So it's just. So it just
that's not an option.
You gotta see what look, not because it looks good in the magazine, it's gonna look good on you, like you know. So do you think that plays a big role?
Yeah, because if you don't like what you're wearing, like that sets your mood for the day. So, and you're not gonna want to wear it either. So
right.
You know, you're not gonna feel confident. You know, like that's the best feeling in the world, to like love the outfit you're wearing and go out in the world, you know? And if you like truly experience that, like, you know, it's like a great feeling.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it, do you recommend people to get their things tailored?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, personally, I tailor so many of my clothes, like to your liking. There's certain, you have to do that. I think so.
Yeah. Do you recommend a tailor around here? You don't
There's a few, but I can't think of like their names right now. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
And my mom actually can tailor clothes too. She's tailored a lot of my clothes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes it's necessary with certain pieces, right?
Absolutely. And like a lot of clothes, they just come, like certain clothes come mass produced. So they're like one sizing in the store, let's say. So you have to tailor it.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes like this part right here is good, but then the neck is not. Yeah. And then you can, or here, or it's too baggy.
That could come down to body type too.
Yeah.
For certain people, you know.
Yes.
Like I don't have long legs, so I need to get my things tailored sometimes. Seriously, I don't have long legs, so I have to get my things tailored. You know, I have bigger thigh. It's just weird. It's a whole.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Oh, that happens.
It's a problem.
Especially with jeans too, and pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Those like dress pants. Yeah. Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, because a 34-30 is not the same in pants than jeans or a short or like they're completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, and they always go like 30, 32 or 32, 30, you know? Like there's never no in between.
That's true.
Yeah. What?
I was wondering from laughing at you guys thinking about your clothes.
No, because I mean she's here now, so we're taking advantage of that information. You know, it's like you always think about it, but then you have no one to like really talk to.
Yeah.
And, like,
it's nice to be able to talk to someone, like, because a part of my services, I'll text my clients out of, like, we don't have to be out shopping. They can text me about fashion, you know, between appointments. Like if they're like, let's say they did run to the store and had to grab something on their own, they'll like ask for my opinion. That's a part of, you know, like working with the stylist. Yeah.
What about how many? Do you have a lot of clients right now?
Yeah, like every year we've been growing, so
and they stay, right? Like they just use you every year, whenever. Yeah, it's not like a one-time thing.
No, my one client even had me interior decorate his room because he read my interior design projects I did for the restaurant, and he's like, oh, I'll even hire you for that. And he's worked with me for fashion multiple other times. Yeah. So yeah, they stay with you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's just about finding the right stylist. That's all.
Is that client from Naples?
Yeah.
Okay. Most clients, right, from Naples, because you
I have all over Florida.
All over Florida.
Yeah.
How do you see Naples when it comes to business? Like,
I love Naples. Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to go over here, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So, what do you think we should put in this back wall?
Oh yeah,
we're talking about interior design.
You need some kind of.
We talked about this right before. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paintings. Yes.
Paintings.
And
see,
like
that's what I
across
said.
this wall for sure.
Yeah. We definitely
make a mural.
Yeah, or a mural. I love murals.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
Yeah.
That's a painting?
Yeah, painting on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, paint on the wall.
Yeah.
What about a greenery, or it's too much green?
I feel like it's too much green.
Right?
Yeah. Or I would add pops of color for sure, because you need some color, I feel like.
Yeah.
Maybe some blue and yellow.
Yeah, blue and yellow look good together, actually.
And it's actually the colors that we use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen those lights that we're talking now about? Have you seen those lights that go like down here and they kind of like
reflect?
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah, those are cool, right?
Those are so nice.
Yeah, so
maybe
we're working
that.
on those.
Cool.
Yeah. So are you what would you say has been the biggest lesson you've learned being in business, an entrepreneur? What would you say is the biggest lesson?
I think it's just you gotta keep trying. Like, don't let something stop you, or like, because if you don't set aside a time for it or like, or say, I'm going to do this, like, you're never going to accomplish what you want. Right. You just have to keep trying. Like,
because there's always hurdles.
Yeah.
Right?
One way or another, someone could, like you, like your story, like, they'll know someone, like, you'll find, like, you'll get there. Like, eventually. Don't give up.
Right.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, because a lot of people want instant, results.
Yeah, like, I've been, like, that Vogue article for 20 years to get there. It wasn't, like, overnight. It wasn't with Giusti's, like, popularity, I've been doing that all my life.
Right.
So it's not overnight. Right. No. And that's not how you build a collection either,
Mm-hmm.
It takes time. Or
a business, really.
Yeah, it takes time. That's
right.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's great advice. Because, a lot of stuff now is like, do this, get rich quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think it just puts the wrong message out there.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So let's end with what drives you in general in your business, and what drives you every day to get up and work on your business. What's that driving factor for you?
Just clothes. I love clothes. I love fashion, and it makes me want to even read upon it. Like, I'm interested in that. Like, without that, I wouldn't be who I am. So, I mean, knowing all that's like, it doesn't stop me. Right. That's my drive. Like, that's what makes me happy. Because I've experienced true happiness, and I know what that feels like through fashion. So, right. It just drives me. And that's why I said, like, we're going to get stronger, Yeah. Because we're still a small business, and
right, we're growing.
Yeah, growing.
Which is the most important part.
Yeah.
Good.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah, I like that mentality.
Yeah, that's all I think about. That's the only way I think.
Right.
Perfect. So, just before we wrap up, what do you think about having a time, space to be able to share your story?
Oh, I think it's great. I love that. Yeah. Like, I think, that should happen more often.
I feel like we hear
and you should have that time.
Yeah, and I feel like we hear a lot of, especially in retail, we hear a lot of feedback from customers, but we don't hear enough from business owners.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's why it's important to have a time to kind of share your story and tell everybody what you're going through or places that you want to get to.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your time.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.